called Normarm. We've approached Royal Dune Garden. So it's one of the islands, and the idea here is we're going to go visit Vasa Museum. It's a ship museum. And the other place we're going to go and visit is, if you're into Eurovision, something called the ABBA Museum. No idea what that's about, what we'll find out. So yeah, let's go and have a look. It was a stunning little walk, so it's a nice bright sunny day again. A bit chilly. I think the weatherman says it's about 6 degrees C, but got a cloud in the sky. It's just a bit of a cold breeze, that's all. Right, let's go and have a look. So literally just a couple of minutes inside the park brings us to this building, which I believe is the ship museum, which contains a ship that sunk as soon as it came out of its, as soon as they made it, launched it, it sunk. So let's go and have a look. So the ship we're about to see, the Vasa, actually sunk in 1628 on an August day. And yeah, it was its first voyage. It only sailed for 1,300 metres. It was a maiden voyage, I was saying. And yeah, it all went horribly wrong. Okay, let's make our way in. And there she is. Wow. That generally is a proper wow. And back home we have the Mary Rose and the Victory. I think this beats the Mary Rose, definitely.
Well, the whole of the ship is mostly intact, but the sculptures have fallen down. We can actually talk about that.
So the Vasa, as it's actually called, they recently found out the name for it, is actually twice the length of the Mary Rose, back in my hometown of Portsmouth, but it is the same width. And that's one of the reasons why they think it capsized. It sailed out, did a gun salute for the king, all the gun ports are open, and then by turning, it tipped to one side, where it sat in the water so shallow, had no real stability, water went flooding in the gun ports, and down it went. Only 13 died, luckily, but only had crewed about 200. You think the Mary Rose had 700. Colour of the ship is caused by the fact A, it was in water for 300 years, and then they dried it out and it was just pumped for year after year. A type of wax, polyethanol. That's what's given it its colour now. 98% of it is original, 2% of it they've had to recreate. It's worth a visit. So when you drop down a level, they've recreated the insides of the ship. So this here is the great cabin for the senior officers. Jolly nice. Can't go inside there. We enter the upper gun deck. Pretty low. As you walk around the museum, you can also see they've collected all the artefacts off the seabed, brought them up here and displayed them. A range of pottery and cooking utensils, rifles, shoes, clothing, and all that sort of stuff as well. So, oh, and cannons, a few cannons as well. And what you can see now is a model recreation of the ship. Just give you some idea of what it looked like the day it sailed and sank. So this gives you some idea of how colourful it looked. So let's now look around the Vasa. I hope you enjoyed it. It's well worth visiting if you're here in Stockholm. The entrance fee is well worth it, to be perfectly honest, just under 20 quid. And also we got a tour as well included on that one. We might have been lucky on that one. She just walked in just as it was starting, so that was a full tour in English. The guide told us all about the ship and the history, etc, etc. So anyway, let's go find out about this ABBA thing, shall we? You know, more than 5 minutes walk from the Vasa Museum. We should reach the ABBA Museum. But it's a pleasant walk along the water's edge to get there. You go past quite a few old buildings, all been converted, so directly in front of me now is the Viking Museum. Vikings eel thing. I'm sure you'll find it very entertaining. There are various cafes and bars along here as well. And we found the museum entrance. Let's go and have a look. Okay, so you're not allowed to film in the ABBA Museum. You can film yourself, they said, so that's exactly what I'll try and do, but just using the phone. So that was a brief look inside the ABBA Museum. You're not allowed to film anything in there, but you can take photos. So I had to put away the Pocket 3 and just make use of the iPhone. And I may have accidentally hit the record button instead of photo button every now and then, but hey, there you go. Hope you liked it, to be honest. It was quite good fun actually. The bits I didn't film was the karaoke singing and the silent disco, so you have to try them out for yourself. It's all I'm going to say on that one. But everyone's in there for a good time. Right, let's go find something else to do. So just up the road from the ABBA Museum is this place called Skansen. It's the world's oldest open-air museum, founded in 1891, where you can discover all of Sweden's history. There are lots of houses and farmsteads and stuff like that. They've all moved here. So it's still a nice afternoon. It's only about 2 o'clock, so we'll go and have a look. Change of plan. It's actually 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it shuts at 3. And it's absolutely huge, so we probably wouldn't get in much further than just in the door and up the first path. To give you some idea how big it is, I'm just going to show you a map. So as you can see, it's huge. There's a red dot on the bottom saying you are here. So I don't really think I'm going to get my money's worth for going in there just for an hour. Right, let's find something else. So we're going to leave the Royal Parks now. We've just done a couple of museums in there, obviously the ABBA Museum and the Vasa Museum. But next stop will be to walk into town and go look for the market hall and see what they actually have in there. So yeah, cross the bridge and then we'll make our way into town. So the sun is still shining. I'm just about surviving in short sleeves. But yeah, let's walk into town and see the market hall. So after a little bit of wandering around, we found the Salu Hall, or the food hall. You know what I'm going to say now? Let's go in and have a look. Somebody got in? It's certainly an impressive looking building. Anyway, I'm here for Fika. If you don't know what Fika means, it's the Swedish tradition of coffee and cake. So that's what I'll be looking for. So I want to get some decent coffee and some decent cake. Well, instantly fine cake as you come straight in. I'm sure there'll be plenty more as we wander about though. Well, to be fair, wandering around, there's a bit of a shortage on the cake front. Fantastic looking lobsters and fish and crab. So yeah, okay on the fish front. Just a single stall that sold cake so far. So if you like your fish, this is definitely the place to be. But if you like your coffee and cake, it's failing me big style. That's a bit of a letdown, to be honest. Big food hall. Lots of fish, lots of meat, lots of pâtés, a little bit of veg. One stall selling cake, but no one that sold cake and coffee or tea or anything like that. Useless. Right, let's go and find somewhere else then, shall we? Someone told me Fika was a tradition here in Sweden. Everyone stopped for Fika in the afternoon. I think they stopped Fika. So we found our little cake shop. So we've got an almond bun. I have no idea what this one is. But it looks like it's raspberry. And it looks like it's nice. So we also ordered a coffee and a hot chocolate. So let's have a look around. Okay, let's go for the almond bun. Very good. It's a bit like a cinnamon roll, but an almond roll instead. Really quite tasty and perfect for the afternoon. I'll be switching off now. So if you are looking for a place to get some bread or cake or tea, well, they don't actually sell tea, they sell coffee and hot chocolate. So Earl Grey tea actually, but no English breakfast tea. Fabrica. Thoroughly recommend it. It's very nice and the service is good as well. Right. Let's make our way back now. So I'm probably going to wrap up. So that brings us to the end of day 2 here in Stockholm. I hope you enjoyed looking around the parks, looking around the ABBA Museum, looking around the Vasa Museum, and a few other things as well. So yeah, one more day to go tomorrow. Not too sure what plan to do yet. Not too sure what the weather's going to be like. Some say it's going to drop to -4, which is a bit different than today. So till then, I'll see you next time.